she really is sort of a bit of like a, human, puzzle box decoder. Like she needs to get to the end of a thread almost on accident, and then is sort of a little bit finds herself in over her head. So she's got to get to the end of it. Otherwise people will be at risk. So I think it's a combination of all those things, which is what makes it so fun.
Natasha, I absolutely love Poker Face. This show is amazing. It keeps me guessing all the way through, even though I know who did it. I want to see how it's done and how Charlie figures it out. You are amazing in this show. But not only are you the star of Poker Face, but you're one of the executive producers. How did this collaboration with Rian Johnson come about? And does that give you more agency with your character?
Thank you. Yeah, I love it when Ryan says it's not a, what does he say? He says it's not a whodunit, it's a how catch 'em.
Yeah.
Ryan and I became friends through his brilliant wife, Karina Longworth, because I was trying to opposite an episode of her podcast for this, I have this production company with Maya Rudolph called Animal Pictures. And so we just sort of became friends. And I don't think, having co-created a Russian Doll and obviously writing and directing on all that, I wasn't really looking to do another show, but suddenly Ryan and I were just kind of text messaging and having these dinners and kind of kicking around ideas. And, not only is he just such a brilliant and extraordinary filmmaker, but he's just really one of the greatest guys I know. I mean, he's so funny and kind, and we share just a deep respect for sort of lineage, like the history of cinema. So I think it really, obviously I've, love Philip Marlowe in all iterations as a sort of self-taught youth. I dropped out of the film program at Tisch to kind of just go to like basements at the YMCA and watch all the noirs and, all day, or the film forum. And he comes at it from a totally different perspective. So talking to him about, Elliot Gould as Philip Marlowe and Altman's The Long Goodbye, in Russian Doll, I'd use that to sort of craft Oatmeal, the cat or something. And here we were coming at it to a totally third way of like, what if Charlie was also a marriage of that, but also, Jeff Bridges, the dude, Big Lebowski, this kind of, back foot, sort of soaks in the sun. I was like, Ryan, I'm in my Gene Hackman Night Moves era. I'm post Popeye Doyle. And so I think we just had a lot of fun kind of communicating in this very particular way. And we really were kind of dreaming it all up, but then he really put pen to paper. And, like a year later, he sort of sent me this script, and it was just like a beautiful self-contained puzzle box, and all this stuff was there. And at that point, it just really felt like it was so personal to us. Like it was our special little thing that we were going to make. And I just really love this dude.
Yeah, I mean, look, this show.
I'm a Rian Johnson head, honey.
Oh, you and me both. This show is so well crafted that like the retirement community episode alone, it got me trusting everybody. And then I was like, what is going on? It was so amazing. But why do you think Charlie isn't able to walk away from some of these mysteries that know that that's going to put her in direct danger?
I think she just really, cares about the truth. And I think she just can't stand for injustice. And especially when that's happening to the little guy. Like, I just think she just doesn't like it. And I think on some level also, she really is sort of a bit of like a, human, puzzle box decoder. Like she needs to get to the end of a thread almost on accident, and then is sort of a little bit finds herself in over her head. So she's got to get to the end of it. Otherwise people will be at risk. So I think it's a combination of all those things, which is what makes it so fun.
Now, Natasha, I know that you're you have a cameo in The Glass Onion, and I know it says Natasha there, but is it possible that could be Charlie and that this could all be connected into the same universe with Knives Out and Glass Onion?
Well, that's a real Rian Johnson question. I know not. I just show up to Zooms and I reply to text messages.
There you go. Now, Poker Face really does feel like the successor of Columbo. How do you think audiences will connect with that style of mystery?
I mean, I guess we're going to find out in a couple of weeks. You always hope that, it'll be received well and people will like it. Obviously I've made no secret of my deep love of Peter Falk, and, he's a sexy, sexy guy. I also love him in Wings of Desire. I love him in all of, the Cassavetes film. He's somebody that's always just really resonated for me. But then again, I also really have the hots for Dennis Franz Sipowicz.
Yeah.
So they're all floating my boat. And I guess we'll find out. I mean, it feels like the time might just be right. And I think Ryan's kind of a visionary in that way. I think, he really sort of knows how to scratch the itch of what we want.
Well, look, I got through the first 6 episodes. I can't wait to watch the rest of them. I know you directed an episode. The show is brilliant. Thank you so much for your time. I absolutely love it.
Thank you so much.